Too often when adults talk about coming out, it's presented as if coming out of the closet is the solution to all your problems. And the reality is, for a lot of LGBT youth, coming out is the beginning of new problems. Which is where you come in. This is Derry Tindal, and it's very nice to meet you, and thank you for chatting with us today. So when you came out, things spun out of control for you for a while, is that right?
Yes.
What happened?
First of all, my family is Southern Baptist. So they're...
Enough said. You don't even have to go on from there.
There was a lot of, don't do this and don't act like that and don't be this certain way.
And who was telling you that?
My grandmother, my aunt.
And you were living with your grandmother and
I was
aunt at this
living with
time?
my aunt at that point in time. Right after my mom was incarcerated, I stayed with my aunt. So
you were dependent on your aunt?
Yeah.
And your aunt was bullying and rejecting you for being openly gay?
From 16 to 18.
And you wound up on the streets?
Yes.
40% of homeless teenagers are LGBT kids who were kicked out or thrown out after they came out or were outed to their families. And you were one of those kids here in New York. How did you wind up on the streets, and how did you ultimately get off?
It was more of me rebelling against my family and giving them a reason to say, okay, well, you have to leave.
And so that gave them kind of an excuse to throw you out?
Yeah. And
to make it look like it was your fault you were being thrown out?
Pretty much.
And so you wound up on the streets? You wound up at the Ali Forney Center?
Yes.
And how long were you homeless?
About 2 years and a half, almost 3 years.
Wow. How recently did you get off the streets?
February.
Was it a mistake? Should you have waited to come out a little longer?
No, I feel like I needed to come out at that point in time. I don't think people should be scared or, fear what their family would do when they come out.
I think they should. I have to disagree with you. I think they should be afraid, a little bit afraid, just so that you think it through and you have a plan. Because you don't want to be one of those kids who winds up sleeping on the piers, who winds up engaged in survival prostitution, winds up on drugs, and doesn't get to be Derry, doesn't make it, doesn't survive that.
That's true.
And some kids don't. Send us your questions, send us your comments, send us your videos. If you have a coming out story that you want to share, please make that video and share it with us. And remember to subscribe. That happens to a lot of homeless LGBT kids. They go from an abusive family situation to exploitative or abusive sexual situations where they're basically dating or engaged in a kind of survival prostitution for a place to live.